this afternoon on behalf of the Masonic Foundation of Ontario to give you a good idea of Prostate Hope. And I am so pleased when I look around up here that there are actually ladies present. Ladies, as I've been traveling around the province of Ontario on behalf of the Masonic Foundation and particularly Prostate Hope, at some events where ladies are present, the ladies have asked, well, this is about prostate cancer research. What does this have to do with me? By the time I'm done with my talk today, you will see what the connection is. And I thank you for being up here. We distributed at the luncheon up there, actually pamphlets. You'll see the Prostate Hope pamphlets. I will be referring to this during my talk. Also, the new revised planned giving. And it's quite interesting. I'm veering from my talk up here just a little bit because on the cover is very worshipful Brother Ken Campbell from Victoria District, and he is actually a prostate cancer survivor. And the boy on here is actually Right Worshipful Brother Darren Byrne, who is a director of the Masonic Foundation, and he's also a vice president. That's his son on here, so when you see this. And quite interesting, we still get contributions from various Masons, but in particular, we also get it from widows on behalf of their husbands. And I don't go into names, but it gives you a little bit of a history up here on that particular pamphlet. Also, what we distributed was yellow and gray envelopes. Now, many of the brethren, we used to put those in the Ontario Mason magazine, but now it's online, so we try and get them to the lodges. But a lot of brethren don't realize that the gray envelope should really be present when we have a Masonic memorial service at the funeral home, and that's what the intent is of the gray envelopes when you see them. And when you actually send in a contribution through the yellow envelope or whatever on your check, always put your district name on there because we are tracking this on behalf of Prostate Hope. Just to cover a fine point, in case you are asked, more and more of the new Masons are actually going on the computer, iPads, cell phones, whatever, and this is only the beginning. And anyone can actually donate online to the foundation. It's set up on our website, masonicfoundation.on.ca. We've been asked why we don't support Prostate Cancer Canada. Isn't Prostate Hope a part, or is it connected with Prostate Cancer Canada? And the simple answer is no, it isn't. Actually, a few years ago, the Masonic Foundation of Ontario donated to and funded Prostate Cancer Canada to distribute their pamphlets. And here's what the difference is. Prostate Cancer Canada, in a nutshell, distributes literature and asks men to get prostate examinations for early detection of possible prostate cancer. So I'm often asked, what is Prostate Hope? And Prostate Hope is actually 3 separate and specialized prostate cancer medical research projects. And you've heard Prostate Hope referred to as the Grand Master's charity of choice. Well, technically and actually that's true. However, I'm here to tell you that Prostate Hope is actually, it's much more. It's personal. It's my project, and it's your project. And remember what I'm saying, it's personal to every one of us, the men, and also to the women. We all know of someone, men and women, who either had or have cancer. Men, brethren, with prostate cancer. And you'll see the connection of Prostate Hope to all cancers. Between July In October 2014, I went for testing to discover why I was experiencing pain in my hips. After testing, they came up with the conclusion that it's part of aging. Okay. However, they accidentally discovered a small mass in my left kidney, a tumor. After CT scans, MRIs, biopsy, it was malignant. It was determined that I must have major surgery to remove the mass. My wife and I updated our wills just in case of complications. Major surgery. A third of my left kidney was removed. Excruciating pains. Morphine drips. Walk 5 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet, and so on, gradually increasing the length. During all the surgeon meetings, before surgery, after surgery, my wife Jerry was there with me every step of the way, in the hospital, aftercare. So we know what it means, and it's scary. Is it cancer? Did the surgeons get it all? Am I clear now? Will I need chemo or radiation? Prostate Hope. Read Queen's University project in that pamphlet. Understanding the needs and gaps for men and their spouses in terms of the care after treatment. And Dr. Robert Siemens supervises a survivorship group which includes cognitive psychologists, which includes a better understanding of the quality of life issues, a major problem after prostate cancer surgery. While going through my cancer experience, I heard and learned the term metastases. Why is one person's cancer slow growing and another's extremely aggressive, invading other parts of the body? And I'm going to go from the script here a little bit, because the surgeon told me at that time that mass that I had, and luckily it was in the infant stage, it's slow growing in the kidney, but if it goes beyond the kidney, it goes right through the body. This takes us to another Prostate Hope project, and look at Western University in the pamphlet. And let me give you a little bit of an idea of Western University project. Sean Leith, who is mentioned in that pamphlet, has graduated. So, with the help of Prostate Hope project donations from us, Sean Leith is now a graduate and major cancer medical researcher. Prostate Hope will donate to the 3 specific research projects mentioned in the Prostate Hope pamphlet for 10 years. But we must raise $1 million by July 2017 to be able to continue funding these projects. Only with your help and support will we reach our goal. And can you imagine that the Grand Master said, if every Mason in our jurisdiction contributed only $25, we would reach our goal of $1 million. And that's not $25 a year. That's not $25 every 2 years. It's once during this fundraising campaign, only $25. And I want to read something of an update from Right Worshipful Brother David Cameron, who you heard earlier, who was a speaker. He's a physician for over 30 years. He's a Grand Lodge member of the Board of General Purposes. He's a director of the Masonic Foundation, and he is also chairman of the Foundation Prostate Cancer Research. And here's what he says. Dr. Joseph Chin's new grad student at Western University is Carson Gavin. And remember, I said Sean Leith had graduated. So a new trainee, cancer medical researcher, is in specialized training. And this will continue throughout our 10 years of funding. More cancer medical researchers. So Carson Gavin will be working on the following project. And here's what Right Worshipful Brother Dr. David Cameron continues. The objective of this proposal is to develop a drug delivery system using small robots, essentially magic bullets, that will first hone in on bones before releasing anti-cancer drugs directly to prostate cancer metastases colonies present in a patient's bone. This smart technology is being developed because approximately 90% of advanced prostate cancer patients have cancer colonies within the bone marrow. Advanced prostate cancer is intriguing because it specifically spreads to the bone marrow, eventually colonizing the vertebrae, the rib cage, the pelvis, and the long bones in the arms and the legs. And it remains unclear why bone marrow is the preferred soil of the seat of prostate cancer, but few treatments exploit this fact. And the third prostate cancer medical research project is listed in the pamphlet under McMaster University. And Dr. Bobby Shayegan developed an assessment tool for trainees, for surgeons, as they learn how to do robot-assisted radical prostate surgeries. She is now assessing how using a novel surgical technique involving posterior reconstruction known as the Rocco stitch affects return to urinary continence following robot-assisted radical prostate cancer surgery. And unfortunately, incontinence is one of the major problems after prostate cancer surgery. In a nutshell, that's Prostate Hope. 3 separate and distinct prostate cancer research projects. Until the Grand Masters and the Masonic Foundation of Ontario initiated Prostate Hope, I had no idea how many of our brethren, men, have experienced prostate problems, cancer. How many have gone through treatments, testing, or going through medical observation? So you see, these 3 far-reaching, separate, and distinct prostate cancer medical research projects are far-reaching. Cancer research projects. The Masonic Foundation of Ontario has already started to donate to the 3 specific cancer research projects mentioned in the Prostate Hope pamphlet, and will continue to donate for 10 years. But we must raise that $1 million by July 2017 to be able to continue funding them. Now, $1 million sounds like an astronomical amount to raise, but I want you to think about this. What the Grand Master said, if every Mason in our jurisdiction gave $25 only once, that would be $1 million. And remember, it's not $25 each year, it's just $25 sometime during the 2-year campaign. How much is a cup of coffee at Tim Hortons? How much do we spend at Timmy's in a week, a month? So it's $25. And I'm here to tell you this afternoon, don't think for 1 minute that this technology cannot be or will not be used on other cancers. On February 9th, I had the privilege of touring the London Regional Cancer Center, where I learned there are 16 world-class cancer scientists and all of their assistants, and coordinate their research projects on all types of cancers, including prostate cancer. And remember what I said, it's personal. Men and women. And I want you to think about this, the women, husbands, male friends, all of us. We all have fathers, brothers, uncles, cousins, nephews, sons, and grandsons. I have a son. I have a son-in-law, and I have 3 grandsons. And unfortunately, the older a male is, the more likely it is that he will be diagnosed with prostate problems and cancer. You've probably heard on the news recently that Bret the Hitman Hart was diagnosed with prostate cancer, and he has undergone prostate cancer surgery. It knows no bounds. So many of our brethren have been and are afflicted with it. And I can only hope and pray that these top medical cancer researchers, who we are funding and will continue to fund for 10 years, and the researchers who we don't know about yet, but will fund in the future, will make discoveries that may one day help my daughter, my 3 granddaughters, our mothers, sisters, nieces, and others. If any one of them should ever develop some type of cancer that one of these may have found the cure for. It's personal. It's very personal. It only takes a minute or two for either the district charity or the foundation chairman or yourself to give a few words and speak about Prostate Hope whenever possible and discuss it with the brethren. I'm often asked, how do I go about giving to Prostate Hope? Well, there's actually 3 ways. The district charity, support it in every possible way. Sending in your donation by the yellow envelopes directly to the foundation, or as I said earlier, online through the Masonic Foundation website. And I especially wanted to thank Charles Woods for the kind invitation that you extended to me to be up here this afternoon. There were also present up here 3 directors from the Masonic Foundation. And Charles Woods, who is not only a director, but he's also vice president. Jeffrey Allan is a director. And there was also, as I said earlier, Dr. David Cameron, but he had to go to another engagement, so he's not up here right now. And it's also my pleasure at this time, I want to introduce to you the new chairman for Prostate Hope of the foundation. Lindsay Riak, would you be so kind to join me up here? Past District Deputy Grand Master from Hamilton, and I'm so proud to say that he is taking over as the chairman of Prostate Hope. And he will be totally in charge of Prostate Hope. But especially, I am so proud to be with all of you this afternoon. And I'm thanking you for your support for Prostate Hope, but especially counting on your continued support in the future. We need your help. And especially, I want to be thanking you for being able to be your president of the foundation, your foundation. Thank you very much.